All right. The whole idea for a woman being older, I want to say 28 plus, being single, um, not married, no kids, or even kids without a husband, is taboo to most other cultures. The whole idea of a single 30-year-old white woman is like, weird. It's not, I mean, maybe it's growing, but it's taboo. Her parents are like, yo, you need to get married, you need to have kids, and the same could be said for a lot of different cultures. But for black women, it's not. The whole idea of being single and 30, even though it feels, it doesn't necessarily feel good, it's still acceptable, right? We've said it's acceptable, regardless of the fact of how it still makes black women feel. We've put it out there that it's acceptable to be an older black woman and to be single and to be educated and to be well off. Um, but for a lot of non-black women, it's not. So when she gets older, there's a lot of pressure on her, and the whole idea of dating within the race goes outside the window. Um, to be real with you, I get hit on by more 28, 29-year-old white women than I do any other group. Every time I go to the gym, there's always some, older white woman who's, for whatever reason, gives me attention, gives me the wink and gives me, that whole idea of, yo, I'm available. You can come talk to me whenever you want to. And I'm like, yo, 5 years ago, you would have, like, looked the other way, but now all of a sudden that, you're reaching that level where it's not acceptable in your community. Now you're like, damn, I just need somebody there. And honestly, this is what opens the door for a lot of interracial, dating and marriages. I'm not as concerned with the dating part, um, because people start dating when they're, they're in their teenagers. Like, dating is dating. But in terms of marriages, these non-black women are looking to get married because it's not acceptable in their world. It's really not. They're outcasts. Their friends aren't inviting them out to go to the movies or go to the dinner. They're not being invited to take, a vacation to the Bahamas, because the whole idea of, everybody's coupled up and she's by herself is kind of weird. It's kind of taboo. So what happens? What's this mean? So you have one group, which is black women, who feel like it's okay to be older and be single. So what does that mean? You're going to have a lot of eligible black men who are single, not because by choice, but because the women feel like it's still okay to be older and single. And you have a group of non-black women who feel like, yo, being older and being single is wrong. So what are they doing? They're coming through and they're like, yo, I'm about to get these dudes. I mean, a lot of black women know that there are some available black men, and they know where to find them. They know where to find them, and they don't have any shame in playing their hand, showing that, yo, I'm trying to be serious, I'm trying to make this work, because it's taboo from their own cultural standpoint, right? Like black men have said before, we don't chase after non-black women. We know who wants to date us, and we know who doesn't. And one of the things that we use, we look at a woman's age. If I see a 27-year-old Asian woman or a 28-year-old Asian woman who's not married, I almost know she will date a black guy, simply because it is so taboo in her culture to be that Asian, to be single. I'm sure her parents won't even care at that time. They're just happy that their daughter is married. And I've seen it happen. I've seen it happen. I have a lot of Nigerian uncles. They're not even my uncles. I don't even know how we related, but a lot of them come through. And they're in their 20s and they're doing well, and a lot of them are marrying non-African, non-black women, and they're married. They're getting married to these older Asian women, these older white women, these older women of, I don't even know where they're from. Because to those women, the whole concept of being older and being unmarried is so taboo to them. What I'm trying to say is like, yo, I think black women need to reevaluate and rethink what the whole idea of being older and being single really means. Because for you guys are trying to create a new way of thinking that promotes this idea that it's okay, while other non-black women are pretty much coming from cultures that look down upon it. It's taboo. They're isolated. They're left out. So I guess I'm just trying to provide additional reasoning to why you might see that productive black dude with a non-black woman. Right? She wants it more. It's not okay for her. It's okay for you to be single, but it's not okay for her. So take it easy. God bless.